In this video, I will discuss a method to draw epicycloid and hypocycloid. So first let us define the curve. What is epicycloid? So epicycloid is a locus of a point which is situated on the periphery of a circle which rolls on a curved path. So that is there is a point, say the point is situated on a wheel of a bicycle and that bicycle is rolling on a curved path. Here there are two terms. One is the radius of the rolling circle and the radius of the directing circle. Rolling circle is a circle on which the point is situated and that circle is rolling on a curved path, so that is known as the directing circle. So we have the rolling circle radius as r and directing circle radius is capital R. So first we'll draw we'll take any point and from this we'll draw a radial line in any direction of radius capital R. Then with O as the center and with this radius we will draw an arc. So this arc shows the curved path. Now we will extend this radius this radial line in this direction by the length equal to the diameter of the rolling circle. So this is the diameter of the rolling circle, and now we'll take its center, and with the center we'll draw the rolling circle. So this is the rolling circle. This circle is rolling on this path. Now to generate the point, we'll divide this circle into some number of equal parts, say 8 number of equal parts. Here in this problem we'll divide this circle into 8 number of parts so that we can generate 8 number of points of epicycloid. So let's do this. This is the center, and in this way we have divided this rolling circle into 8 number of equal parts. We can draw these lines, these radial lines at an angle of 45 degree with each other, since the angle subtended by the circle at the center is 360 degree. So that 360 degree is divided into 8 number of equal parts. So 360 divided by 8 will give us the angle between these radial lines. Now we'll number the lines, number the parts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this arrow shows the direction of rolling circle. But where is the point? So let the point is situated at the circumference, and initially the point is at this point, that is the point is situated on the circle as well as on this curved path. So this is the point P. We have to draw the locus of this point. Now next procedure is to with the radius with the center C and radius equal to O2.4, we will draw an arc. So this is the arc which we will draw taking O4 as a radius, and now we need to close this arc. So to close this arc we need an angle theta. So that theta is given by the ratio of rolling circle radius divided by the directing circle radius multiplied by 360 degree. So in this way we'll get theta. So then we draw this line, and this line closes this arc. So now we have this arc. Now as we have divided the circle into 8 number of parts, similarly we will divide this arc into 8 number of equal parts. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is 8th part. Then we'll draw the arc from the center point of the rolling circle. So we'll take the center O and radius is OC. We'll draw an arc. So this is the arc, and since the arc draw which is from 4 is divided into 8 number of equal parts, so we have on this arc, that is with drawn with a radius OC, we have these points. This is the point of intersection, this is the point of intersection, this is the point of intersection. So we have the centers. So this is the center C1, this is the center C2, this is the center C3, this is center C4, C5, C6, C7 and C8. Then we'll draw arcs from the point 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. So we'll take the center O and the radius as O1 or O2 or O3 and O4, O5, O6, O7 and O8. O8 we have this arc. From O4 radius we have this arc, and with radius OC we have this arc. So we'll draw the arcs taking radius as O1, O2, O3, O5, O6, O7. So let's do this. This is the arc drawn with center O and radius O3 and O5. This is the arc which is drawn from the center point O of radius O2 and O6. And this is the arc which is drawn from the point O having radius O1 and O7. Then we'll mark the center point on the central arc. So these are the center point of the circle, center of the circle when circle rolls from the starting point to the end point, from starting point to the end point. So what will be the position of P with respect to the center C1, C2, C3, C4, etc. Since the point P is situated at a distance r from C, so it will not change whenever whatever be the center position of the circle. So in this way we can locate the various position of the point P. So for locating the next position, that is when the circle rolls and when it changes the center from C to C1, C से C1 तक जब जाएगा, then where will the point will lie? So the point will move upward. That is when the circle moves from center C to C1. The point 7 will touch the cut path, and so the P will rise above. So the locus of the point P will lie on this arc O7. This is on this arc. So where it is? So it is at a distance of r, that is the CP distance from C. So what? How will you locate this? So we will take the center C1 and radius equal to this small r. Will cut an arc on this arc. Will cut a point on this arc. So that will be the point. This is the arc. Then next, taking C2 as a center and radius as a small r, will draw an arc which cuts the arc drawn from this 2, from the point 2. This locus here will be this line. So this is the. Then with center C3 and radius equal to small r, will draw another arc which cuts the arc drawn from O as a radius O3. So this is similarly from C4, similarly from C5, C6, C7 and C8. Now we'll locate the point. This is the first point, this is the second point, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh and eighth. So this is the position of the point when it completes one revolution of this rolling circle. So we'll join the point P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8 with P by a smooth curve. So this is the required epicycloid. Now we will draw hypocycloid. So hypocycloid is a curve traced out by a point which is situated on the periphery of a circle which rolls on a curved path similar to this, but the circle, this rolling circle is now rolls inside this curved path. Here the curve is rolling, the rolling circle rolls outside this curved path. Now if this circle rolls inside the curved path, the result curve will be hypocycloid. So let's draw the hypocycloid. So given the radius of the rolling circle as small r and the radius of the directing circle as capital R. The method is same. We'll take a point, suitable point O, and with this we'll draw a radial line of a radius equal to the radius of the directing circle, and then we'll draw arc. This is the curved path, the directing circle curve, and then on this radial line we'll take a point and draw the rolling circle. This is that is from this point here we'll take the radius r and mark the point is the center of the circle, and with this center and the radius of the rolling circle is the radius, we'll draw this circle. So our point is situated here. So similarly this is the direction of rolling of this rolling circle. This is the center point, and then for closing this arc we need to have theta. So theta is calculated as in the previous case, that is theta is equal to small r divided by capital R into 360 degree. Now as we have divided the rolling circle into 8 number of parts in case of epicycloid, similarly for hypocycloid we will do the same construction. This is, and we'll number the points as 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and this is the 8 point, or this is the point P. Since circle is rolling in this direction, we have number the points in this direction. So then with center O and radius O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, O6, O7, etc. we'll draw the arcs, and we'll divide the arcs into 8 number of equal parts, since we have divided the rolling circle into 8 number of equal parts. So this is how, and then we'll draw also the center arc, that is where the center of the circle will lie when circle rolls, and mark the centers. So this dot shows the position of the center of the circle when circle rolls, this rolling circle rolls on this path. So we'll mark the first point. First we'll draw the arcs. These are the various arcs. Now mark the position of a point P when the circle rolls from center C to C1. So when the circle rolls from C to C1, the point P remains at the same distance from C1 as it is from C. But since the center is changed from C to C1, therefore this position of the point will move downward. The point P will move. So the position of the point will lie is below here. So it will lie on this arc. So the locus of the P is here, and since it is situated at a distance small r from the center C, it will have same position with respect to C1. So we'll take C1 as a center, and radius equal to small r. We'll cut a point, we'll draw an arc which cuts this arc at here, at this location. Similarly with the same radius, now we'll take the center as C2 and draw an arc which will cut the arc having radius O2, this arc here. So it will cut it here. Now we'll take the same radius, and now center will be C3. It will cut the arc from point number 3. So this will be the P3. Similarly we locate the point P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, and then we'll join the points from P. So this is the required hypercycloid curve.